India is now buying, I think, one of the top buyers of crude from Russia in the wake of this crisis. So, how do you look at the future trajectory of this aspect? Because a lot of sanctions and a lot of restrictions are imposed worldwide. Despite that, India is buying crude, and Mr. Jaishankar and Indian government has made it clear that it's a purely economic decision to buy. So, how do you look at the scenario, sir?
The restrictions, the sanctions, which are illegitimate by nature in the first place, they have created huge disruptions in the global markets, the energy markets in the first place. India, being a consumer, quite naturally is looking for the cheapest offers, and Russia, in turn, being deprived of its traditional markets in Europe, for example, is looking for new markets, for new consumers. We think that this trend will continue in a structured manner. No one will say at the moment how the situation in the energy markets will look by the end of the year. Even the experts in the commodity markets. But we are looking at further expanding our relationship in this area, at promoting the ongoing dialogue and cooperation based on long-term arrangements and agreements.
How do you look at the statements given by the Indian leaders like Mr. Jaishankar and Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, in which they said that India is unnecessarily targeted because even the European countries are taking gas, as you just mentioned in your answer. So how do you analyze these statements?
I believe that these are the same double standards and hypocrisy with geopolitics behind it. Dr. Jaishankar was very clear to articulate the imperative to satisfy the needs of the Indian people. Essentially, we can put it like that the West continues to plausibly ignore India's legitimate national interests, just like it did so, not so plausibly, at the time of colonialism.